welcome to Brimwood Farm. It's Monday, so that can only mean one thing, and that is that it's Monday Magic, my weekly dose of positivity to kick-start the week and banish those Monday blues. So today we're inside because it's still very cold outside, and there's something very special happening with my orchids. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very good when it comes to orchids. In fact, I'm a bit of a crap orchid owner. I don't look after them at all. I generally just buy them, stick them in a pot on a shady window. I don't water them, I don't feed them, and I generally forget about them, but they seem to like it. A lot of people buy their orchids in the superstores. They're fairly cheap these days because they're commercially bred overseas. But then when the flowers fade, they just chop the flower stalks off and then throw them out. And I am one for rescuing them. So if I ever see a client that's thrown out an orchid that's still got good leaves, I will nab it. And the same if I'm walking down the street and I see an orchid by bins ready for collection, I'll nab that too. So I've got quite a collection. But there's some very exciting stuff happening, even though I don't look after them at all. So this is my kitchen windowsill. Again, it's north facing, it doesn't get a huge amount of light, and I just shove a few of my orchids up here. But look in here. That there is a flower stalk. And then there's another one here. There's another one here. And then this orchid is covered in flowers. And in fact, my old tabby cat, unfortunately she got put down just before Christmas, but she got up here and she snapped these off, and I haven't had a chance to repot them yet. But I've kept watering them. Obviously they've got these aerial roots which absorb moisture, and they too have got buds on them. So as I said, I don't water, I hardly water these at all, so literally probably about every 2 weeks they get watered, and I water them literally by holding them under the kitchen tap for about 10 seconds, allowing it to drain off, and then popping them back in the pot. This one hasn't got any flower stalks, but it flowered quite recently. And I don't feed them, and they're just sat here all of the time, but they're flowering. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So it may be brief, but it made me happy this morning coming down and noticing those flowering stalks. And as I said before, I don't really do anything to these orchids. I don't repot them, I don't give them a liquid feed. I literally just pop them under the water in the sink for about 10 seconds every couple of weeks. It's not a schedule, it's as I remember. And they seem to be doing well. I mean, goodness only knows what would happen if I actually cared for them. But it definitely gave me a good start to this week, which has started off very grey, as you can tell from the light around me. But I hope your week gets off to a good start. I hope you can find some inspiration from Mother Nature, from your garden, from your pot plants and everything like that. And I will see you again in a week's time. So bye for now.